on 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now it's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Barner, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This now a 3rd and 4. Jackson now. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A short throw caught by Andrews. He juked him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, officer, what? You are,
Jackson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
2nd and 16 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it
I
second
threw
down
this shit
and 12.
before the nigga even cut.
Now Darnold. Now be taken in by Shaheed.
Like that shit, man. It's the nigga right there fucking on him. Alright. Shit be gay as fuck. Like, fuck, you can't stop nothing.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Now inside the 25.
That shit be gay as fuck. Nah, like, you need to tell me, y'all niggas get blocked. What the fuck is everybody doing?
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Look at this shit.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Babe, you want this?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the...
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot at caffeine this offense was looking for.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Jackson going to keep it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
I want to go too.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Darnold now to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. They call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. He completes this to Walker. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Darnold. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Seattle.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They work now on 2nd and 9. Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
4th down. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A first down carry for Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And that falls to the ground incomplete.
Come on, man.
Job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And the 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off at 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
It's 4th and goal.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on down. Taking it right down Broadway. races. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Trash, man. Them niggas weren't doing shit all no fucking year.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. He's going to go down immediately. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is third and goal. Throwing, Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on down.